Let's cook my favorite dish and one of the most simple dish to make, jollof rice. They have different varieties of jollof rice and different ways on how to cook jollof rice. This is my own way. I'm using turkey. So what I did, I kind of cut the turkey into pieces because it's just too big, and it's also difficult for the kids to like eat it when it's just big. So cutting it into pieces is much more manageable. And I season it. I add some onions, some ginger, garlic, and salt, and some seasoning. So I really want the seasoning to really enter the turkey, so when you're eating it, you can you can get the flavor. So I'm just allowing it to steam, and I'm getting my oil pot ready because your gal is going to fry this turkey. Turkey is really big, like it's a really big meat. I don't know, I can't, if I don't like to fry the raw turkey just on its own. I feel like it's very hard, so I always like to like steam it before ever I fry it, because I feel like then it's much manageable when you are eating it, especially for the kids. That's my own opinion, no, but anyway, everybody has its own. So here are all my ingredients that I'm going to use. I'm done with the frying. This is everything, but I'm also going to blend everything. But I just want to show you guys everything I'm going to be using. I have my onions, my pepper, my garlic, my ginger, and everything. So here everything is blend, everything is set, everything is ready. I really like to prepare all the ingredients before ever I start cooking. For me personally, I feel like the process is much more easier. So here I'm adding the onions, some pepper. I'm just going to allow it to fry a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and just add the blended pepper with the garlic, ginger, and hot pepper. I really don't eat a lot of hot spicy food, so me particularly, this food is not like super spicy. It's just enough, like just enough for you to know that there is pepper in it, but not as super spicy. I'm not really a fan of spicy food. I really like to enjoy the food. I don't like when my mouth is burning, my nose is running, I'm sweating. I'm not really enjoying that. Is too much. So now I'm adding the pepper, and I'm just gonna allow everything to steam. For me personal, jollof rice is just like when you are making stew, but then you add the rice into the sauce and then allow everything to cook together. That is how I see jollof rice. It's very simple. I really loved it. So now I'm going to allow everything into steam, and I'm going to be adding my spices. I'm going to be adding all the spices that you guys saw in the beginning. I'm going to add everything, and I'm also going to add my tomatoes. And also what I like to do, you guys can see the sauce is way too much. I'm going to let everything cooked properly, and then I'm going to remove some of the sauce, because I particularly like to have a little bit of sauce on top of the jollof rice when it's done, like a gravy sauce on top when I'm eating it. I don't like to just eat the jollof rice on its own like that. So it's just my own preference. Reasons why I like to make a lot of the sauce, and then I'll just take some aside, put it aside in a bowl, and when I'm done cooking the jollof rice, I just like to add a little bit on top whilst I'm eating. That's just how I like it. We all have our ways of how we do our things. This is just how I do mine. And here I have all my ingredients, all my spice ready. I'm not adding any extra pepper to it. The pepper I blend with the onions and other things, the hot spice pepper. That's just all I'm going to be adding. I don't eat too much spice, and I also don't eat a lot of salt. So yeah, you can taste there's a salt in it, but if you're somebody who eats a lot of salt, then you have to add more and more salt, because I don't. I'm going to take some of the sauce out because this is just too much. I'm going to take some of it and put it in a bowl. And when you're done cooking the jollof rice, when you're eating, you can add a little bit on top just to make it a little bit more nicer, you know. That's how I personally like it. Not everybody like it like this. The kids actually just give them the jollof rice, and that's okay. I just like to add a little bit of the sauce on top of it when I'm eating it. At this particular time, I didn't have plantain, so there was no plantain in the house, you know. So I was like, okay, let's just eat it like that. So now I'm adding my rice. I washed the rice, and I'm adding the rice, and I'm going to use that water for the turkey. I used to steam the turkey. I'm going to add the water, and I'm also going to add a little bit of water, and then this time you're just going to allow the jollof rice to steam. Do not add too much water. You can go ahead later if you see that the food is not yet done. You can go ahead later and add a little bit of water, but don't go ahead and just put a bunch of water in the beginning. So this is the extra sauce. I'm just gonna keep that one aside. You can also use that one to eat spaghetti noodles. I really liked it. So now that the water is dried, I'm just going a little bit dried, not completely, but I'm just going to mix the rice. Just like to mix it around, make sure everything is covered with the sauce, mix it, and after that I'm just going to take aluminum foil and I'm just going to allow it to steam. So now it's just all about steaming. I'm not adding any water, and just cover it. I'm just going to clean the kitchen, just clean everything up, and then just few minutes allow it to steam, and then use that time to just clean everything up and organize everything before the food is ready. So now voila, everything is ready. The jollof rice is jollofing. It's looking really delicious. I'm hungry at this particular time. I'm really hungry. Like you guys know, I've been adding a lot of weight because I eat too much, you know. I'm just be eating. I'm just living my best life. Eating, relaxing, no stress. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. So I'm just gonna mix everything, and I finished cooking on time. Nobody was really hungry except me. Nobody wanted to eat except me. So I was like, okay, let me feed myself, and I just left the remaining there for whoever that wants to eat later can eat. But I finished on time. It wasn't dinner time yet, but your girl was hungry, and I was like, let me feed myself, you know. I'm not going to wait for dinner time before I eat. So yeah, but I really love the way it turned out. It turned out really nice, and it tasted delicious. It was really delicious. It was delicious. It was just unfortunate that I didn't have plantain, but you know what, you can't have everything in this life. I was too tired to go to the city to buy plantain. Just for plantain, it wasn't really worth it to go to the city all the way 30 minutes to go to the city for plantain. I'm like, let me just manage what I have. So yeah, I love fish, and I also end up frying fish because I really loved fish. This was the finished result. I really love it. Hope you all like this video. See you all next time. Bye.